Hello, everybody. It is Wendy, Lloyd, Curley. I'm going to do a little bit of training for you now. This is going to be training on how to sign up a new consultant. And I not only want you to know what you're going to experience on your side as the person who identified this new prospect, but I also want to show you what they are going to experience. So the first half of this is going to be about what you need to do as the sponsor. And the second part is going to be about what the new consultant is going to do. I'm going to use some dummy information, just pretending that I'm the one both sponsoring and signing up, and we'll get going. So the first thing I want to show you is how do I get to the My Business Center. And right here, looking at the screen, you can see that this is the PartyLite website. If I scroll down a little bit, there's right down here the consultant login. So I clicked on that. It automatically is going to register me as me. So I'm just going to hit continue. And now I am logged in to the My Business site. So the second thing that I'm going to do then is I'm going to go over here on the left-hand side to the My Business. And down here to where it says sponsoring a new consultant. And then start a new consultant. So this is me. I'm going to sign up a new person. So let me start a new consultant. Now, just for fun, I'm going to hit New Agreement over here on the left. I'm going to actually sign up. Who am I going to sign up? I think I'm going to sign up my mother. She doesn't live in Australia, but we're going to pretend she does. So her name is Sally Pease, and her surname is Lloyd, right? Now, kit delivery option. Now, notice I'm not going to fill in anything else, just those two, because these are where the required things are. I don't need to put in anything else about her. Kit delivery options from the home office or not applicable. Well, it's already selected the home office, and that is where it should always be. Because if you say not applicable, it will not work. So I don't even know why they offer that. So keep it saying from home office. Now the kit selection is important. We have to make that for us. So it's important that we talk to these people and ask which kit would they like, explaining the pros and cons. And in my opinion, the $49 kit is the perfect choice for almost everybody. Unless they want to start and do parties instantly, then the $49 kit is probably the one that they're going to want, because then they can buy whatever they want in order to get started, and they'll get their cash back with their purchase. All right, but let's show you the three. I want you to know that you have to select one. You can't let them select it later. It's important that you do it. The Sign Me Up kit is the $49 kit. The Party My Way kit is the $99 kit. And the My Business kit, My Biz, is the $149 kit. Now, I have asked PartyLite to add the dollar amounts to this menu, but they haven't done it yet. And I just want to let you know that the way I remember it is My Business kit is for people who want to do parties and run it like a business, versus the Sign Me Up kit is the $49 one because they just want to sign up and buy for friends and family. So that's the way I remember it. And so let's sign up my mother as a Sign Me Up kit. Where does it get shipped to? It gets shipped straight to her. All right, you want to get it shipped straight to your new consultant. However, you can choose your own address if you would like to meet them and go through the kit with them. You could actually select yourself or your leader and let them do that kit issue together. It's totally up to you. I typically will leave it to say at the new consultant ship to address. Related first party, none. And will the new consultant be entering a first party? Never, ever, ever tick this box. Just my warning to you, if you do, it will create problems for you later on down the line, and you won't be able to finish the agreement. So it's very, very important that you do not tick this box. Okay, now I am going to write down the temporary ID. T, it's a capital T. 281-331. And then I'm going to write down the temporary PIN, 7984. Good, I've got those written down. I'm going to hit update, and now I've got my mom in the system as a potential new consultant. And it says here, pending agreements. Notice how it says agreement, enter agreement, agreement not even started yet, and that the next step is to be taken by the new consultant. That's my mom. So let me return to my business and go to the home page, and then I'm going to log out. Log out. All right. Now, what I would do now is I would either text, email, or call my mom and say, I'm ready to help you enter your agreement. Are you ready? And if she says yes, I say, super, we need about 5 to 10 minutes. And she says, great. And I say, super, one more thing. You're going to need to know your credit card number to pay the $49. And number 2, you're going to need to know your banking details, your BSB and your account number. Do you have that information handy? And if she says yes to both of those, then you're ready to go. You have her temporary ID, her temporary PIN number, her ID, her banking info, and her credit card. Okay? That's what you need. So let's log in as my mom. All right? I'm going to go to the same place that I would go. And instead of using my ID, I'm going to put a capital T, 281331. And I'm going to put in 7984. And I'm going to say continue. Great. Now I'm logged in pretending to be my mother, just to show you how this all works. Okay? Now I'm not going to save that. I'm going to just read this. This says the personal information. Isn't this interesting to know all of the stuff that the new consultant's going to see? You want to know this so that you can help them through it. So the first thing is, this is the privacy notice. And it says so right at the top. If they want to read the entire thing, please let them. Don't rush them through it. Then once they hit accept, it'll go to the next page. And it'll say, please enter your current PIN. Well, that's 7984. Type a new PIN. This is also a temporary PIN, but it is to enable the consultant to start the process and then leave it in the middle and come back to it if she needs to. So I'm going to put a 4-digit PIN number in there that I'm making up. I'm going to make it up now. Good. All right. I've just made up a number, and I'm going to say continue. Oops. I didn't do it right. So it's 7984, and then there we go. I wasn't looking. Okay, so now I have reset my PIN to a different number, and now you who are watching this can't log into this agreement and execute it. Neither can I, and I'm the leader. I'm the one who sponsored her. So now she protects her own information. That's why we changed the PIN number. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to say no thanks to that. Here are the steps that the new consultant is now going to take. She's going to agree to the terms and conditions. She's going to see the independent consultant agreement. She's going to enter her personal information, enter her bank account, enter bookings. Now, no bookings are required, so she can actually just go to the next step. She doesn't have to put anything in. She's going to enter the payment using her credit card. She's going to view the agreement and hit the accept button. That's it. Then she's done. But let me take you through it, and I'm going to do it with dummy data, so it doesn't really count, but I'm going to say go. Is my mother over 18? Yes. Does she consent to use an electronic record to constitute this transaction? In other words, does it need to be in writing, or can she do it on the computer? She has the right to request a paper copy, and she does. She acknowledges she's fluent in English, acknowledges she has the hardware and software requirements for access to and retention of the electronic record of this agreement. If you have a phone that has access to the internet, you can tick that as a yes. If you have an iPad or a PC, even better. Now, notice that once I clicked that last one, the I accept became available, and she can go to the next step. Cool? The independent consultant agreement is quite long and quite detailed. In general, I'll start at the top. This is the contract. That's what contract documents means. Independent contractor status. This is saying that you are not going to be an employee of PartyLite. You're an independent contractor. You work for yourself. Starter kit. The starter kit's going to be issued, and there's going to be no requirement for you to pay anything further for your starter kit. All right. Sales. I love this one. We're now authorized. Now let's read number 8, because this is the one I love the most. The consultant is authorized, but not under any obligation to resell products in Australia. This is not a contract for the supply of services or the performance of any work by the consultant. So what that means in a simple nutshell is there is no requirement for you to sell anything ever. And what I mean by that is you have no quota. A lot of party plan companies say that you have to sell a certain amount or purchase a certain amount every single month. PartyLite doesn't have that criteria. You buy your kit, you're able to put the parties in and the orders in, but you don't have to. And if you don't get paid. And if you do get paid. Of course, we have incentives along the way to help people to want to sell products and buy products of their own, but there is no contractual requirement. All right? Orders. What this means is that PartyLite will sell us things at wholesale and that we will actually sell at retail. But retail price is any price that we want to charge. We can actually charge more than what the products are listed for in the catalog, and we can charge less if we want to. It's up to us. PartyLite's system doesn't help us to change those prices very easily, but we can certainly sell products at a greater amount or a lesser amount. Just a side note, I've never ever sold something for more than what PartyLite has offered to sell it. Just saying. Privacy, we will adhere to the privacy of our clients. This is your contract with PartyLite saying that you will honor your customers' privacy requests. If they ask you not to contact them, you'll stop contacting them. If they give you personal and private information, you will treat it with care. In other words, you won't just throw their credit card information willy-nilly into the garbage. You'll take good care of it to make sure it gets shredded or disposed of properly. Okay? Things like that. The do not call register is consistent with what I just said. Confidential information. If PartyLite ever tells us as consultants something that they don't want us to tell to the public, they will make it very clear, and we are bound by our agreement to not say anything to our customers or to anybody else. That doesn't happen very often, and if it does, PartyLite usually gives you another do not disclose agreement so that you really understand that they're telling you something secret. Just saying. The term and termination of agreement, it's a 1-year term, but it is automatically renewed. There's no additional payment required, but it's automatically renewed every time you put an order in. The term keeps going. And there's other things here. For example, the consultant undertakes not to represent another direct selling company engaged of the sale of products or services which are similar to or competitive with the products. Now that's really important because it basically says if they work for a company that sells candles or home fragrance, they can't also sell PartyLite. But if they sell Mary Kay Cosmetics and Mary Kay happens to have a candle in their range, they are allowed to sell PartyLite products. All right. What else do we need to say? That's about it for now. They tick the box down at the bottom and they say they accept. So my mom's just accepted the agreement. Now she puts in her info. This is why I didn't put any of the information in before, because she has to put it in anyway. So Sally, Heath, Lloyd. Let's see, she's female. Date of birth, she was born the 22nd of the 8th, 1942. Oops, that's way too old. Candle connection, phone number. None of these are required. Not required, not required, not required. That's silly. They should be required. I'm going to put in my phone number, 0416239851, and I'm going to hit the spaces properly because it won't work otherwise. 0416239851, and just for fun, copy, oops, get rid of that, paste. Email address, all right, it's never going to be executed, so I guess I can put in, I'll put in a fake one. SALLY@LLOYDTARDIS.com, and do it again at LLOYDTARDIS.com. Great. Her mailing address, I'm going to use mine, 40 West Street, 5 Dock, New South Wales 2046, and say go. All right, so that's her personal information. Yay, it worked. BSB and account number. All right, I don't know if I can dummy these up, but I'll just make something up. You guys can deposit money into this account anytime you want. Let's see, it's 12879 06717262. Please feel free to deposit. Notice it doesn't even require you to put the bank name in, but I will say George, just for fun, and I'll say go. Remember, we get to the bookings, we don't need to put any in. Now it says at the top here, please enter bookings here. If you don't have any more, click go. Go. Fine. Okay, this is where I put the payment in. Now, I'm not going to submit this agreement, so I'm not going to put this in. But I think I should make, will it process it now? I don't know what it'll do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it does it, and we'll make it 22. Hit go. All right, no, it won't because it's not a valid number. So I'm not going to put a real number there because then you'll have my real credit card number, and so I'm not going to do that. But remember, after this step, it's paid in full. They'll own everything, and they'll be able to go to the end. So let's just hit suspend. Let's pretend that the credit card declines. Maybe the credit card declined and the person needs to go and transfer money before she can continue. So we're going to suspend it right here and say save and say, okay, we'll, well, what do we do now? Hit the back button, and suspend, save. Oh no, we get stuck. Now let's suspend, save. All right, did you see that? It wouldn't let me suspend it on the payment page, but it would let me suspend it on the enter bookings page. So have a look at this. It tells me what we've completed and what is still left to go, okay? So if my mom were to have put in her kit payment, then she would be able to view her agreement and hit the I accept button. And boom, she becomes a consultant, okay? So I'm gonna hit log off now. Now I'm logging off of my mom's temporary ID. I'm going to log back in as myself. I want to show you something because a lot of times I get phone calls from you guys asking, what's next? How do I fix it? All right, well, here we go. If I go into my business, sponsoring a new consultant, sponsor and start a new consultant, do you see how it says enter agreement, bookings completed? It's telling me that my mom got all the way to the bookings section. So out of all of the steps, it knows where she is. And it says that she has to do the next step. So there you go. That is how to enter a new consultant into your system. And then you now know what their experience is going to be when they log in using their temporary ID and PIN number. You also know that you can check the status and whether or not they had even started their agreement by looking at your web portal to see. I hope that helps. And happy sponsoring. Starting people on their own personal account has never been easier. And there you go. That's how to do it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.